Hello and namaskar. This is Sameer from the club. I wish all of you are doing well and safe at your homes. As you all already know, that we recently started doing our home delivery service, which is your favorite restaurants from the club. We're serving your favorite dishes, bringing piping hot to your doorstep with the help of our delivery partners Zomato, Swiggy, and Scootsie. So in case if you're looking to order something, please do order. You can find us under Flavors of the Club. And yeah, if you're nearby in the vicinity and would like to pick it up, you can directly call us and have it picked up from the club's main gate. Uh, we've also been getting a lot of messages from our members how they're missing us at the club, and I mean, to be honest, we would like to open it as soon as possible. But here's a little something we would like to bring of the club to your home with this little podcast. And joining us today is this lovely, talented girl who's a TV actress, performed in various films, television, web series, and she also recently was the cover on our cover page for our magazine Life at the Club for our Jan, Feb, and March issue. Guys, please welcome the very gorgeous and very beautiful Aahana Kumra. So bear with me while I get her on. So we're giving it a few seconds before Aahana can join us. Hey Aahana, how you
Hi,
doing?
Sameer. How are you? That
Very
was a good
well,
introduction.
very well. It's good to see you, lovely and smiley.
Good to see you. I've never seen you in a French beard.
This is because
Lockdown made you do it.
well, it's a no shave April apparently.
No shave April, yeah.
So how's
Let's
it
hope it doesn't
going?
go to May.
So I hope I got
What
your
breakup?
introduction right and everything.
Sorry.
I hope I got your introduction correct and everything with you
Yeah, I
performing.
was I
You're
was
like
listening to you
everywhere.
quite intently.
If I
I was like,
open up any of the OTT websites, you are there. What's happening?
nothing. फिलहाल तो मतलब it's all locked down, so lots of घर का काम. Uh,
Really?
I think like the thing that has really helped me has been like keeping myself in a routine. So I keep myself very checked into a routine. I try not to do late nights because I think that that's really the key to like screw it up in a lockdown.
Right.
The minute you sleep late, you wake up late, then your whole day is like, not scheduled.
True.
So I feel that, and as freelancers, this is usually our life. We usually, because we don't either, we're at shoot, so that means early mornings, or else it usually means that, you sleep late because tomorrow there's nothing. So this is usually like life of a freelancer, which I think everybody's living right now.
True.
But the good thing is that what I've maintained like a routine. So I try to sleep early, I wake up early, and I do my kasrat, I do my workout, and then we get to like ghar ka kaam, which is like a jhadu, pocha, bartan, cooking.
Really?
So
Oh, that would be a sight to see. Anna doing the chores
sorry,
at home. That would be a sight to see
everybody,
Anna to
everybody.
do the
Oh,
chores. Oh, that's your nephew, isn't it? Arjun.
he loves to come in all my lives. He just wants to be part of all my lives. Like
Really?
every life, there's no life only without him.
So how do you keep
Yeah.
your nephew engaged in a time like this? Because I know having a kid in the house, it's very difficult. It's very difficult to keep them entertained. So how you and Giovanni or the family are managing to keep him entertained? I know it's a difficult job, nonetheless, but in this lockdown situation, it's even they're having the
Much
kids
difficult for
constrained
us.
to a premises.
So I think like he's obviously been getting a lot of attention from all of us. It's been a good time for him to be at home because he's like, all of us take turns and spend time with him. We try to play with him. We try to make him write his ABCDs, and we read books to him. And this lockdown has actually been so good, like so good because um, uh, his imagination is so vivid, and somewhere I feel that. We should all be interacting with children to make sure that we keep the child in us alive.
Correct.
Because I feel really happy because why is my video blur? Dancing, my video is blur. No, my video is not blur. My video is blur.
A little bit.
I don't think- Is it? I just
Yes.
think there's too much light, maybe. Is it blur?
It's
I
like,
don't know. Is it fine now?
I think it's the connection. Ah, better, much better.
Is
But
it? Okay,
you look
maybe I
pretty nonetheless.
blur. So yeah, so I think like we've been reading to him, and I've been reading a lot of these these books for children to him, and it's been such a revelation, Sameer, because I can't tell you, I'm enjoying reading to him, whether it's Gruffalo, whether it's Tabby McTat. These are these books for children, available,
Right.
and they're so cleverly written. And I love it. The idea of just being able to write a children's book has like, kind of like come to me suddenly. And I've just been like, spending time with him, seeing what his imagination, how wild it runs. And, they really like can live like Alice, they can like make a wonderland. So it's quite amazing. Like I've really like taken time and like spent time with him. So I think this quarantine period, if I had probably had not spent that much time with my nephew, I probably would have not, gone into this whole world of imagination, which I think has been magically happening with him. So
Oh, that's
yeah, so
wonderful.
it's
Yeah.
quite good.
So, or to all those mommies who are probably listening to the,
Okay.
uh,
Thanks, Abhi. That also happens.
this reminds me of the interview the UK Prime Minister was doing, and
This
a
has been
kid.
every live of mine. So he insists on being on all my lives. And he's like, "Oh, you're going for your live session." And I'm just like, "Yeah." And I'm not allowed to say live. I'm supposed to say live session.
Oh wow,
So he comes like literally like bombards my live session. He's like in everything.
wonderful. So, to all the mommies that who are listening to this podcast or to us live right now, so you just mentioned a few books. Do you like to reiterate these books to them that they can sort of read out to their kids or to their nephews,
Yeah.
nieces? So,
So
any
I've
book
been reading a lot.
recommendations?
I've been reading a lot of Julia Donaldson, which is really nice because she really like writes some of my favorite books, and like Tabby McTat is really my favorite, and it's even Arjun's favorite. And it's about a cat and about how he lost his owner and then found new owners, and it's really cute. And there's snail and the whale. So there are lots of these, and obviously Gruffalo, which is like my number one. We've been reading these, so I think like it's really been helping because I have really been. I would have never read a children's book had I not. I would have never come across it had this quarantine not happened because I mean, what we usually read is scripts, and what we usually read as adults is like newspapers or like content that's available to us for our reading. But I think like there's so much takeaway from like children's books, and they are so cleverly written. And I think we didn't have these kind of books while we were growing up. We
Right.
used to have like few books. We had very little reading. There wasn't too much, but I think like today's generation is just so lucky because they are first of all extremely smart. They
Right.
pick up
True.
things really fast. Yeah, they pick up things so fast, and then and then of course the content that they read and they consume is is marvelous. The stuff that's being made for children is I feel like it makes them grow up faster because I think
True.
also like the kind of world we're living in.
I mean, I very
Um,
rightfully said. I mean, to be honest, I see these kids. I mean, us growing up, we didn't have such sort of content, and you're absolutely right in saying that today's kids are so like really smart and brilliant, and they know stuff. I mean, when we were kids, would be like happy with vada pav and sev puri. Now I see kids asking for sushis and dim sums and avocado
yeah.
on
Well, kids
toast.
at the
And
club are
it's
also
like
very
I,
fancy.
I'm a
Let's just
blast
put it
when I
that
go
way.
around, listen to them. So,
Yeah, they really are. They have an opinion. I mean, they really do have an opinion on everything. I can really have an
absolutely.
adult conversation with this guy. Like he's three, and I'm just like,
So,
what?
are you having a little chat show with them at home?
Not a chat show, but yeah, I mean, because I spend so much time with him, so then I just realized that we really underestimate children. We really shouldn't because there is so much to learn from them. He, in fact, I was watching the Phantom of the Opera yesterday, and he started watching it with me.
Hmm.
Of course, halfway through, he fell asleep because he was just not. After a point, like you because there's no cartoon in it, so like you lose interest. But the point is that he remembers everything I watch. He knows every show that I'm watching. He's he knew that I'm watching a show called Succession. He knew I'm watching Money Heist, and now he knew that I'm watching Phantom of the Opera. So he knows the content I'm consuming. So we usually have a fight because both of us like sometimes want to watch. We have one TV, so
Right.
both of us want to like fight over one TV, and then he wants to watch this cartoon called Stinky and Dirty. So I'm just like, listen, you get like 1 hour to watch Stinky and Dirty, and I get like about 45 minutes to watch Succession or
Right.
Money Heist or whatever I want to. So it's quite funny. It's really like
So,
funny that I'm sharing TV space with him.
so okay. So enough of Arjun. So let's get back to you. So what sort of
Yes.
eat, sleep, repeat routine do you have? How do you like sort of keep yourself busy in this lockdown apart from the chat shows and book reading that you have with
The
Arjun?
limitless live chats that I've been doing. Actually, I have been extremely grateful to these live chats because I think, just because, see, human beings are social beings. And the fact that none of us can go out and really interact with people, which is something that we are so used to doing on a day to day basis. Um, I mean, I, as an actor, like, we meet so many people on a set every day of our lives. You guys, in your business of work at the club. You're
Yes. Yes.
meeting members, you're interacting with people all the time.
Correct.
So I feel that, I mean, us as human beings are so social. So I feel that I've been extremely grateful that these live chats have been happening. I've been connecting with everybody that I know, friends, reporters, people from the media houses, and everybody's kind of filling us in. And it's nice to also know that you're not alone in this whole thing. Like everybody else has also got the same struggles. So of course the struggle is real, first and foremost, but there are 3, 4 things that we've kept in mind. That I've been staying with Shivani. So before lockdown, I moved to her house, and my mom, dad are back home. But I moved to her house, and the lockdown happened, and then it increased, and my building got sealed, so I could not go back home.
Oh God.
But I kind of like figured out that we have like a great routine going on, both of us, because I wake up in the morning. We wake up very early, both of us, and I'm very grateful that Shivani's kind of put me into this routine. Otherwise, I probably would have just
So she is the
wasted
one who
time.
keeps on going, keeps
She
you
really
going.
does. Also, she's a mother, so she knows how to like make sure everything is routine and everything's like
So
clockwork.
I've also
So
been following you on Instagram, and there are these videos that you've been posting of workouts with your sister. I know in the past you had done the plank challenge, and so
yeah.
what's that like?
So we basically make sure that we work out, which is something that we don't skip. We work out regularly. Every day we do something or the other. So because we don't have any weight training, so we basically do a lot of body weight training. We do hit workout. We don't take breaks in our workout. So even if it's like say 25 minutes or say half an hour or say about 45 minutes, we don't keep very long sessions. We keep shorter sessions, but we make sure that they're high intensity. So that's
Right.
hit training. So we do that, and that's how we begin our day. And then we both we've all divided our work. Everybody in the house knows what work they're doing. Now it's like obviously now it's clockwork because initially like everybody was still trying to figure out अच्छा मैं ये कर लेती हूँ तुम वो कर लो तुम ये कर लो तुम वो कर लो पर
Right.
अब like काम पूरी तरह से divided है. So I basically
So
make sure that
everyone knows
I'm
what sort of jobs they have in
dusting,
hand.
cleaning. Yeah, like Shivani's nanny is there, so she kind of helps. Shivani is there, so she takes care of the cooking. So all of us are busy with ghar ka kaam. And honestly, like I have like newfound respect for domestic help because
True.
you don't realize how much time you actually it consumes to actually do ghar ka kaam. Just like
Absolutely. Absolutely.
everyday chores. Yeah, so I mean, those who've been saying that they have a lot of time during lockdown, I'm really wondering what are they doing because it leaves us with no time the whole day, because you're preparing breakfast and you go into lunch. Then we definitely, all of us nap, which is, I think, a horrible habit I'm getting.
I
Uh,
completely agree to that because like I am sort of comfort right now because normally I wake up, take the dog for the walk and everything, go to work and come back and like I live with my mom, so like there's hot food and the clothes are done and everything. And now it's all about so I'm kind of
you
working
do
from
it
home.
yourself.
I'm kind of working from home and so I have to go buy groceries and obviously with the lockdown situation and the social distancing, it's one in, one out sort of thing. So you're standing in the sun. Oh my God, I kind of get exhausted with the whole scenario that
Yeah.
is currently happening. And I kudos to my mom and the maids and who kind of
In fact,
help us in our
I dread,
day-to-day life.
yeah, don't you dread grocery day, like the grocery shopping day? Like I dread it, totally dread it because we have stood in lines for like 5 hours, 2 hours, 3 hours just to like go and get grocery. So I'm just like, यार मैं एक दिन में सारी grocery निपटाना चाहती हूँ. So that's been a bit of a struggle for all of us. But having said that, yeah, we make sure that we sleep early. So we try to like experiment with food. So we've not been eating very unhealthy because I mean you don't want to like put on like kilos and kilos of weight once you get out of quarantine, and obviously life is not going to be completely normal when you get out. We make sure that we sleep early after eating food, and we wake up again early. So basically, the whole thing is the key is to basically sleep early and wake up early.
Right.
So use and
So
don't waste time. And of course, I've been consuming a lot of content, so yeah.
correct. So any sort of tips on anything, like workouts you want to recommend members or people who are listening to us? You want to recommend some home
Hi,
workouts for
Prerna.
them?
Lots of friends joining. So, I mean, we try to put up all our workouts. So Shivani is really good at like scheduling a workout. Like she makes sure that she like yesterday we worked out a back routine, and I didn't even know that you could do so much of back workout without weight training, like without any weights.
Right.
And she really like made me do so much of it. There were like 10 exercises she made me do, and she made me do them like, in an interval of literally, we did about 3 or 4 rounds of them, and there were 10 exercises with like 2 minutes of break after every set. And I was like soaked. I was like, really, I can't believe that, back could have so many exercises. So Shivani's handle is Shivani Kumra Fitness. Mine is Aahana Kumra. So we try to upload our workout, like home workouts. We film them, and then we kind of upload them as an IGTV story on our on our Insta handles for a lot of people to work out. And it's been unbelievable the amount of messages that I've been getting from people all across, because there are lots of people who want to work out but don't know how to go about with it.
Right.
They probably don't know what exercises to do. So all you need is mat. You definitely need a water bottle, and there are lots of these workouts that I've uploaded on my Insta handle.
Sure.
We try to take one body part. We take like we did legs. Shivani is going to be uploading her back workout today, maybe.
Sure.
So we've been doing that, and a lot of people have been messaging me literally out of the blue and going like, "Listen, I've been following your workout. Tell your sister like tags," and I'm just like, "Okay."
You
So
want to share
so
to our listeners Shivani's handle so they can go and follow her on Instagram to watch these
yeah,
videos?
sure. So anybody who wants to work out and wants to look at a routine, or like something that you guys want to do at home, and probably are unable to figure it out yourself, my sister's handle is Shivani Kumra Fitness, and follow her, and make sure that you guys get to see the routine that she's doing, because it's actually really helpful. It's helped me. Don't skip a day of workout. Make sure you're staying fit. You want to stay fit during this routine, because a lot of, I think more than anything else, I think anxiety gets to you. You can get very anxious very easily. So you want to break away from that, and you want to like just sweat it out and make sure that you're feeling tired and you want to go to bed like at the end of the day. So yeah.
So, Ahana, coming back to, you've been member at the club, and the club is known as a wellness and a fitness and a family club. You remember how long you've been a member at the club?
Yeah, I think forever. I've been a member at the club since I was, I think, 16 or 17, and I've been going to the club. By the way, all those who don't know the club, it's at DN Nagar, Nandheri, and it's one of the, probably like it's home to a lot of us. We Most of us have literally grown up in that. In the premise, and Mr. Khanna has been family to a lot of us, and we're very close to everybody at the club, including Sameer here, who's interviewing me. Um, so, I mean, as members, what is beautiful and what is really special about the club is that, it's not changed over the years. It's still the same. It's got great value systems. It's got the same principles. We've got a great, space in Bombay. In a city like Bombay, to get space is like a huge thing. Idris has joined us. Idris is also saying hi. So, I think like, what is really lovely about this is our entire, the people who take care of the club, everybody, whether it's somebody at the gym, whether it's our trainers at the gym, whether it's the squash court. I mean, we all know everybody's names, whether it's the janitor who's cleaning it for us, So I think we've just known our entire uh, staff at the club for years, and they are so lovely. They are so respectful of you, and they just make you feel like family. And obviously, I've been missing all the events at the club. I
Oh,
miss the
I'm
grape
sure Mr. Khanna
crushing.
would be very happy to hear. And I mean, that's the whole thing about the Khanna family. They're very hands-on and one like, so I mean, unlike other places where you don't know who the management is, Mr. Khanna is walking, taking the rounds in the evening by the lawns and everything, and so approachable. Even, I mean, members, yes, but even as an employee of the club, and he's very warm, very welcoming, very approachable, and like I said, he's very hands-on. So you said some really great things about the club. You remember any of your favorite club moments or events that you've been part of, or anything you want to share with us about the club?
I
Like,
think, of course, I think everybody's favorite is the grape crushing, which I think everybody waits for, like
oh, the Andastic Fest.
the wine festival. Because at the club, so basically they organize the wine festival at the club, which is an ADA, and all of us get to crush grapes with our legs, and it's a lot of fun. Like every member, all the members come, everybody joins in, and then of course there's a lot of wine after that. So there's a lot of drinking, and there's lots of food stalls. So it just feels really nice. And I think I've been literally part of almost every function at the
You
club,
have
whether it's
actually. And
Lodi, whether it's
yeah, the
yeah,
Under Spring Fest has
anything.
been, and the Great Storm, the huge 10 by 10 feet vat, has always been the most popular, probably the showstopper of our wine festival. And it's
Yeah,
not
of the wedding
popular
event.
with the kids, but it's also popular with the adults. It's great to see them so excited. Everyone, like, how just before we unveil it and how everyone kind of surrounds it. It's just crazy. It's
Yeah.
absolutely brilliant to see all
Now
that.
you're really making me miss the club. I'm really missing it.
Well, here's
I
hoping that we
actually
open
have
up
missed this
soon.
place so much because, I mean, also like, everybody, all the members are such good friends. There's not a single member that I know of, who doesn't motivate you. Everybody
True.
comes to the gym, everybody works out together. When we have these boot camps, everybody kind of participates. I remember the cyclothon, like we all had the
Yes.
cycling event
Yes.
when which was organized, and all of us like got up in the morning, and like we were given our cycles and we were given helmets, and everybody from the club was following us. It was like a long big rally
Right,
from the
right.
club. So I remember like I love these festivals, these events that are organized there. So I think like the members are just so great, all of them, and
Absolutely.
I think it's such a great camaraderie between everybody because everybody is like into fitness and everybody wants to like push each other. Everybody wants to go swimming. So there's like a lot available at the club that a lot of us like use these facilities to the fullest.
Absolutely. I think that's the whole idea what the club was built to create a community, and that's what our members stand for. Now I just want to talk a little bit about the professional sort of thing. I mean, I was just reading about your Wikipedia page and reading about. You remember your first audition that you ever gave,
Uh, I
and
don't think I remember
what
my
part
first
was it?
audition, but I definitely remember like the first time I mean, I can share this because I remember this very evidently. I've been doing stage, I've been associated with working on stage since I was like 14. But I did my first professional play with Nasir sir when I graduated. I was a graduate of Whistling Woods. I graduated from there and I was one of the first batch, students of the first batch. And Nasir sir is my teacher. So he recruited all of us, like a couple of us in Motley, which is his theatre group. But I remember we rehearsed for this play. It was a George Bernard Shaw play called Village Wooing, and I was playing a village idiot in it. And it was amazing because I like dressed up like a sailor girl in the beginning of the play, and we opened in the NCPA. So it was a huge deal for me, like to do my first solo, my duet piece with another actor. His name's Faisal. So the two of us were like literally doing a nice lengthy play. So it was very exciting for me. And I remember the first time I went on stage and, I got my first reaction from the audience. Yeah, it really does like take you back because you go like, did I just like say something funny? And then, you really feel, because I feel like at that point of time, you're so deeply connected with your audiences. Whatever you feel your audiences are feeling. So, it was just magical and some magic happened on stage for me. And I swear to God, I can never take that feeling away. I think that this feeling for me is going to always go to my grave with me because uh, just to be able to feel exactly the same thing that you're feeling with like another 300, 400 people sitting in an audience. So that's pretty spectacular. And I remember like once the show got over, I just came backstage and I hugged the Caesar. So like I hugged him so tight, and I was like, oh my God, that was like my first play ever, and it was so exciting. So I think I'll always cherish that, and it'll probably be like one of the greatest moments of my life.
So, okay, so you started your career with theater. You've
Yeah.
been in movies. Now you're doing a couple of web series as well. What is your favorite sort of? Whether would you like to perform, like, well, continue performing in play, theater, or films and web series?
So I get asked this question all the time, and I feel that I can't choose because it's really a difficult situation for any actor to choose because all these it also depends upon what role you're playing. So
Right.
I always like go by like what role I'm getting, but of course, given a choice, I think I would I would love to do stage because that's something that I associate with. I love doing it. It's amazing because you do everything from your makeup, hair, to your props, your costumes. You do backstage helping, you do your rehearsals, and just before show, like there's so much of hullabaloo backstage. And there's so much of like, okay, let's get ready. Like there's so much of energy. I just feel like it's. I mean, just before a performance, there's so much energy backstage, and then we kind of take all of that on stage. So I think for me, I think I will be doing theater all my life, and that's one thing I'll be associated with all my life, whether films, web, TV serials, any of these things happen or they don't. But theater is something that I think is a long association, and this is something that I'll probably do till I take my last breath. So yeah.
So, well, that's great. I will love you, absolutely love you. You are like I started this conversation that you've been like in everything. So, just before the lockdown, so what's new? What's happening professionally? Where I mean, what project-wise? What are you up to right now?
So a show of mine just recently released. It's called Marzi. It's on Boot Select, and the show is based on a BBC series called Liar. So in the UK, which has been shot and it's already released. So we shot this show entirely in Shimla, and Rajiv Khandelwal and I are the lead in this. And the show is based on consent, which is why it's called Marzi. And we've been getting rave reviews about the show, and everybody's been watching it. And it happened. The show released just a week before the quarantine, and we were
The,
supposed to start promotions on 17th for the show, and we couldn't start because we had no promotions except for like I started doing like back-to-back live chats. I started doing like all these live interviews and
right.
promoting the show online because um, we had no other way. There was no outdoor happening. There was no trailers coming out in theater or anything because everything's like locked down. So it was interesting to be able to do these live chats and promote the show. But Marzi is something which is very close to my heart. It is a show, I think, one of the most difficult roles I've played in my career so far. Something which I would have never imagined doing. I'm very grateful to the producers and the makers to take me as the lead in it. And I think it also kind of reinstigated my belief that that I can carry on a show, or like I can carry on a content on my shoulders, with the help of a co-actor. So I think that was a great reinstigation, and I watched it, and my mother watched it, my sister watched it, and they absolutely loved it. So we've been getting a lot of love. So I mean, of course, those who haven't seen, please watch Marzi. It's on Good Select, and it's really one of my favorite shows. So please watch it.
So, guys, you heard Ahana. So, please do catch her on her Marzi on Wood Select. Please go log in and watch it. Now, Ahana, just last few couple of questions. We're in the lockdown and everything, and a lot of people have been asking about what you're doing in this lockdown period. let me ask you, what is the first thing that you're going to do once the lockdown is over?
Get a drink.
Really? You're going to have a drink?
No. I mean, I want to just go and see my parents because that is something. Thanks, Parag. I know Mercy is the best. My friend, that is too cute. So, I think once the lockdown, like, I mean, gets done with, I'll first head home and like see my parents. I think my birthday is going to be during the lockdown, so I'm going to be only having like
Really?
not even Zoom calls anymore because Zoom calls are banned. Yeah, so I think that's the first thing that I will. Of course, I'm not going to go out anywhere because I feel that it's not going to be okay to go out and like just start socializing because
Correct.
you still don't know who's going to be carrying a virus and it's best not to be in public places. So just to make sure that you're safe and the other person is safe because you could be an asymptomatic carrier of the disease of the virus. So yeah, I think I want to definitely. I've been missing eating Chinese food, Indian Chinese food. I have to be really specific. So I think I'm gonna call for a meal from the club.
You
I'm
can still
really,
call, you know that.
yeah, I know. I'm really far away right now,
I
Samir. But I was
know.
like,
But once you come back to
yeah,
your parents' home,
I know I haven't done so it because I've been like dreaming of like, oh, I wish I don't have to cook today and I can just eat a meal from outside. So
that would be fun, wouldn't it?
I'm just doing that. But yeah, it's been all right. Yeah. So I don't think anything spectacular, but yeah, I want to go back to work. I'm missing work. So yeah.
Excellent. So, well, thank you so much for joining us, Aahana, and taking the time and doing this live podcast with us. It's
Hey,
absolutely
Samir,
lovely
you
to
did
see you.
good.
Did I? This is my first ever, so yay! So,
Great.
final. Oh, there's Arjun back again. He's
I
photobombing
told
your
you
live.
now.
He's photobombing your live session, isn't he?
Yeah. He has to be part of all my life chats. Every life chat he needs to be part of it. So yeah.
So, well, a final word you want to say to our well viewers and the club members and just everybody in general.
So of course, hi guys, all the members at the club. I've been missing you guys. All the ladies, I've been missing you in the ladies' room. All the gossip, all the chitter chatter. While all of us are getting dressed for like gym and like everybody's getting dressed for swimming and all the other things that everybody's doing. Of course, and I think like we'll all see each other very soon. So stay safe and make sure that you guys don't get anxious. If you guys get anxious, make sure you reach out to your loved ones, do video calls. Uh, oh, Mr. Khanna, hi, Mr. Khanna, he's so cute, he's joined us. So yeah, and just make sure that you don't go to crowded places even once the lockdown's over. India is known for its festivals and India is known for its festivities. But I feel that if we can avoid doing festivals and we can avoid crowding this year, it really will help all of us. It will really keep all of us safe. And yeah, just stay safe, stay indoors till the lockdown is over. Even once the lockdown is uplifted and lifted, please don't run out like mad people. Stay in your limits and follow
Absolutely, I
government
think I
guidelines.
couldn't have said it any better. So, thank you, Hana. Thank you so much again for joining us.
Thank you,
And to
Samir.
everyone, stay home, stay safe, and stay healthy. And we'll hope to see
Stay
you soon
healthy,
at the
work out
club.
every day.
Well, my workout is
Samir, you
stick
should
to this.
start following our workout videos, please.
Bye, Hana. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. See you. Bye.